Nightjar are a pretty unusual bird. They're not really like any other birds that we have in Ireland. In classification terms, they sit somewhere between owls and swifts, but they actually look somewhat like cuckoo in terms of their shape, long wings, long tail. But you can't really compare them to any other bird in Ireland. They're an unusual bird, but they're also in an unusual position in Ireland. And they've been somewhat forgotten about. Some would consider that they've become extinct as a breeding bird in Ireland, but there's been no fanfare around that. They're just kind of slowly, etched out of memory. But they're also birds that we know very little about, and there's a very good chance that they are still hanging on, that they are still present in Ireland. We actually got a little bit of criticism when we were starting out, carrying out a survey for Nightjar in Ireland, and I think probably some think it's a bit of a waste of time because they occur in such low numbers. But also we can look at other species, the likes of ring ouzel, which occur in similarly low numbers, and there's been a lot of effort invested into learning more about ring ouzel and trying to save them from becoming extinct. And I think Nightjar warrants the same level of attention. They are very much an Irish bird. There was once a time where Nightjar occurred, in pretty much, widespread throughout the country, in every county in the country. Obviously, that's very much changed now, and they occur in very low numbers. In fact, in some years there may be no breeding pairs known in the country. That's not to say that there's not birds here, but it's just that they're not known. So we're carrying out a survey to try and confirm that Nightjar are still present, are still breeding in Ireland, and to learn a bit more about this fascinating bird. And we're focusing on the southeast, and that's kind of where most of the recent evidence of Nightjar has been in Ireland, of Nightjar breeding in Ireland. And we're focusing on counties Wexford and Kilkenny, with the support of Kilkenny and Wexford County Councils, and also National Parks and Wildlife Service. And the aim of the survey really is to try and confirm that Nightjar are still present in Ireland and are still nesting in Ireland.
We're currently down in South Kilkenny in very suitable habitat, and basically we've selected so many sites around Kilkenny this year that might be suitable for Nightjar. The way we're surveying is we're deploying acoustic recorders, and we're deploying them at peak Nightjar calling time, so they'll sing during the night. They're a nocturnal species. Nightjar will tend to breed in the uplands. So even just getting in and out of some places requires a lot of hiking, and then even just trying to get the acoustic recorders in position, they have to be strapped to a branch or some sort of suitable structure to hold them in place, so it's not always easy to find. But to actually come across one in the field and hear one was a dream come true. There's nothing sounds like them, and they're very distinctive. There's no other species I could even compare them to. So
we're in an upland area, South Kilkenny currently, and this area is perfect for Nightjar. It's got good cover, it's got many wildflowers and grasses that would support the prey species that Nightjar live on. It's got singing posts. Nightjar like to sing, they do a churring sound, very distinctive. What appeals to me about the species is that they are actually an elusive bird. They're a magical bird. Like Shane said, there's nothing quite like them.
The two of us have been doing surveying here in the county for the last month and a half, maybe 6 weeks, and going around doing a lot of surveying the birds around the county.
Fantastic feeling. It really is great to witness these rare birds. I haven't seen them for about 30 years, I'd say, when I was a young fella. So it's just brilliant.
And I was very lucky. Miley was always telling me we'll see one day. We'll see one day. So when that day came, I was absolutely delighted to be able to say to Miley, I think we have one.
So it's really important to figure out, you know, if nightjar remain here and to understand where they are so that we can hopefully protect those areas. They're also a bird that through management we can actually do a lot to help nightjar to preserve the habitats that they use, and we've seen examples in other countries, in Wales and elsewhere, whereby, you know, nightjar populations are actually slowly starting to recover, and where the areas that they nest are protected, and, you know, through improving the habitat, you know, we can really help nightjar, and it would be great to see that replicated in Ireland as well.
If we can preserve these habitats, they will come. They're still around, you know, they're low numbers, but let's save the ones we've got and conserve the species and make them safe for all time.
So through the survey we set out to establish whether nightjar still remain, still breed in Ireland, and thankfully we've managed to do that. We've confirmed one pair of nightjar, which seems like a small number, obviously it is. Hopefully there are more out there, but to know that nightjar are still an Irish breeding bird is absolutely magnificent, and it's been a truly magical experience to be able to listen to nightjar in Ireland churring in an area like this where they should be, and hopefully there are more birds out there.